pleasure to have the honor to introduce the group today and talk about the history, because this really is a historic event. It's an event that has been on the backs of a number of dairy producers. The dairy industry understood that they were going to be a force, they are a force, and they're a progressive force.
The students' current work on the Future Orchid Cafe includes research to address the environmental impact of dairies and effective nutrient management, of course, pursuing advances in precision agriculture, addressing water quality and quantity, critical issues across the West and absolutely here in Idaho, and evaluating the intersection between animal agriculture, plant agriculture, and urban land. It's my honor to express a deep gratitude for your investment and advocacy for this effort.
This is a significant partnership for us, and honestly, this is the largest one-time contribution or any sort of engagement we've had as an association in the history of our association. So that's how big this is for us. It is that biggest thing that we've done as an association.
It's exciting for me, and I think most other dairymen, to know that we're going to have science and we're going to have research and we can have answers. And just like the dean said, they may not always be positive for our industry, but that is okay, because at least we know and we can adjust. And if we don't have science and we don't have research, and I understand that research and science is always probing and always looking further. Nothing is ever really settled. But if we have these things, then we're not arguing from emotion and opinion, and we're not at odds with anybody. We can just present the science and say, here it is. And we know that there are people who will not accept the science. We see that today all around us. But at least we have the science. So it gives me a lot of encouragement.
So afraid he'd go back home to California before he got this job done. He came to Jerome and we drove around in the back of a car for hours. And the people in the front of the car said, "Oh, this is a good one. We can clean this one up." And he and I were saying, "No, we don't think so." We don't care where this is. We're all area. But I remember so many people. Thank you for staying with us. I'm amazed and grateful for the 7.6 million, 7.6 that the industry has put forth on this before they even saw the 10 million, before they saw a barn or a cow. That is remarkable. That's just totally unbelievable. I want to thank you for that. Thank you for that support. And thank all of you who will help us in this successful completion of the world's best facility. We have so many needs for it. Thanks for the legislators who have been careful with the budgets and made sure the right things were done for the right reasons. I thought this day would never come. You know, 10 million isn't much now. Those guys are floating in it. They probably put this in this corner and this in this corner, but boy, it was to me when we found it and put it away. And every year when I'd go back, I'd check to see if it was still sacred, and it was, and then I'd check to see if it was still there when I'd come home. And the magic was that Governor Otter was still there, and he said, "No, not until I see a shovel." Oh, Governor, you ought to see him. They're lined up, there's 5 of them.